The topic of my today's speech is the glorious Quran and modern science. In fact, it is a burning topic of the time which should be discussed seriously and firmly. My dear audience, nowadays the most common question arises in our mind. What is the relation between the Quran and modern science? And what is the Islamic approach to the science? So, first of all, I would like to tell you that the glorious Quran is the last and final revelation of Allah, which was revealed to the last and final messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Holy Quran claims that it's the word of Almighty Allah. All the words of Holy Quran are the words of Allah. No change has been made in it, nor is anything missing from it. My dear fellows, according to Albert Einstein, was the physicist and Nobel Prize winner. He said, "Science without religion is lamp, and religion without science is blind." But I remind you that the glorious Quran is not a book of science, but it is the book of Allah as well, as I would like to tell the all inventions, creations, and discoveries were mentioned in the glorious Quran 1400 years ago. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 61, تبارك الذي جعل في السماء بروجا وجعل فيها سراجا وقمرا منيرا. It means, blessed is the constellation in the skies and placed therein a lamp and a moon giving light. My beloved listeners, today European philosopher and scientist says that the earth stands in the center of universe and every other body like the sun and moon move around it. Hereas it was told in the glorious Quran 1400 years ago. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 33, وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ كُلُّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. It means, and it is He who created the night and the day and the sun and the moon, all heavenly bodies in orbit are swimming. Honorable gathering, stories witness that Islam gave a lot to the world in terms of science, art, medicine, and culture. Muslim doctors and scientists thought deeply over the Quranic verses and they discovered various new things in the light of Quranic verses. It's reported that our Prophet Muhammad said, "There is no disease which has not seen a cure." Because of this hadith, Muslim doctors began to discover useful for treating different kinds of illness and they had been succeeded. Esteemed audience, at last, I would like to tell you that the glorious Quran and authentic hadith do not need science. Rather, science and technology need these sources to justify themselves. The Quran does not approve of modern science, but it is the founder of modern science and technology. Distinguished guests, here I am going to conclude my speech. May Allah give the real text of Quran and Hadith. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'una anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
কি মনে হচ্ছে ফাতেহি বা ফাতেহির গোষ্ঠী যারা নারী শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠানের বিরোধী করে, আব্দুর রকিব, রজব আলী, আমাদের পীরজাদা আসিম বিল্লাহ ভাইজান, আব্দুল মাতিন সাহেব, মুফতি সাহেব, মুসা সর্দার সাহেব, মাসুম